Hi, I'm going to read for you the middle chapters of Ready Freddy, the King of Show and Tell. Okay, so in chapters 1 to 3, Freddy's friend Robbie always brings cool stuff to school, and Chloe does too, but now it's Freddy's turn for show and tell, and he wants to bring something great, not just his shark stuff, okay? Now, at the end of chapter 3, they said, "What is that? What is that?" Now we can see what is it. Okay, and in this video, we'll see that Freddy's sister actually maybe is good. Chapter 4, look what I found. What did you find? A bone? No, a baby bird, I whispered. What? Said Robbie, running over to where I was standing. Hey, be careful, don't step on it. It must have fallen out of the nest. Do you think it's still alive? I don't know, said Robbie. He bent down to get a closer look. I got down on the ground. Hey, listen, I said. I think I hear it peeping. We both lay there, holding our breath for a minute. It is peeping. What do you think we should do? Whatever we do, said Robbie, we have to be really careful because it looks like it has a broken wing. I know, I'll go inside and get some stuff to make him a little bed, I said. You wait here and make sure he's not lunch for the neighbor's cat. I ran inside and raced upstairs to my room. I hit my forehead with the palm of my hand. Think, think, think! What would make a good bed? Just then I saw my baseball card collection. I dumped out the old shoebox I was using to hold the cards, and then I ran into the bathroom to grab an old towel to put inside. Freddy, is that you? My mom called. Yeah, Mom, it's me. I'm just going to the bathroom. Do you boys want anything to eat? No thanks, we're fine, I yelled as I raced back outside. Is it still alive? I asked, panting. Yeah, but I really think it's hurt. Well, I got this box and a fluffy towel to make it a soft, comfy bed. I got down close to the baby bird and whispered, Hey, little guy, you're going to be okay. We're going to help you. I'm just going to put you in this nice warm box. As I reached to pick him up, his peeping got louder. I think he's crying. His wing must really hurt. Beep, beep. We put him in the box and carried it up the ladder to the treehouse. What now? I asked Robbie. We need to put some holes in the top of the box so he can breathe. Robbie poked some holes in the top of the box with a pencil. Great! Now what? Poking the holes. Okay. Maybe we should go get him something to eat. Good idea, I said. Like what? What's in your fridge? Asked Robbie. Pizza, leftover meatloaf, string cheese. How about the pizza? Robbie said. Really? I didn't know birds ate pizza. They don't, ding-dong, said Robbie, laughing. I'm just kidding. Well, what then? I bet he'd like some nice, juicy worms. Worms, yeah, good idea, I said. I stuck my head down near the box and whispered, You stay here, little guy. We'll be right back. We're just going to get you some lunch. I heard a little beep. You're welcome, I said. Robbie and I grabbed our bug collector jar and tweezers and climbed down the ladder. We went to the back of the yard where there was some gloopy, gooey mud. It was our favorite place to look for creepy crawlers. Ooh, look at this roly-poly. He's huge. A little fat worm, I said, picking it up and rolling it around in my hand. Maybe the little bird would like this. It looks really juicy. Nah, said Robbie. Worms are better. Oh, it's a different kind of bug. But check out this trail of ants. They all look like they're carrying a cookie crumb into their hole. Maybe if we put them all together down there, they'll have one giant cookie. That'd be pretty funny. We dug around some more. What if we can't find any worms? I asked. Well, it's not exactly the best time of day to be hunting worms, Robbie said. What do you mean? Haven't you heard someone say the early bird catches the worm? No. Well, the best time to catch a worm is early in the morning, so the birds that get up first get the most worms. Good thing I'm not a bird because I hate getting up in the morning. I stuck my fingers deeper into the mud. Ugh. Oh wait, I think I found one. Let me see. Robbie leaned over and stuck his face so close to the ground he got mud on his nose. Move over, I can't see through your big head, I said, pushing him out of the way. I grabbed my tweezers and yanked the fat, wriggling worm out of the mud. Don't you look delicious, I said, dangling the worm between my fingers. I dropped it into my bug jar and searched around for some more. By the time we were done, Robbie and I had found 6 delicious worms for the little bird. We carried them back up the ladder to the treehouse. I think now we should give him a name, I said. Yeah. How about the name Josh, Robbie suggested. No. Not a people name. He needs a bird name. How about Feathers? No, I think I'll call him Winger. Winger? What kind of name is that? And how come you get to choose us, Robbie? I found him, didn't I? So that means I get to pick his name, and he looks like a winger to me. I carefully picked up the little bird and kissed his tiny head. Are you hungry, little winger? Peep. See, he answered me. He said yes. No, he said peep. That's what birds do. They peep. How about a fat, juicy worm, I said to Winger, ignoring Robbie. Don't worry, little guy. I speak bird language. And I'll take good care of you, I promise, I said as I gently fed him one of the worms. Okay. Chapter 5, Night Rescue. I had left Winger safely in his box in the treehouse because I didn't want my mum to see him. Being the neat freak, his mum's very clean, okay? Being the neat freak that she was, she really didn't like it when I brought animals into the house. Once I brought a frog home and she screamed her head off. She told me never to bring anything like that into the house ever again. But now I couldn't stop thinking of him as I lay in bed. It was dark. He was all alone up there. No mummy to take care of him. He was probably crying, beep, beep. I sat up in bed. Oh no, the neighbor's cat. He likes to go out at night. I had to go rescue Winger before it was too late. I waited until the house was quiet, until everyone was asleep. Then I grabbed my special shark head flashlight and tiptoed down the stairs, making sure I skipped the ones that squeaks. So some of the steps make noises, so he went over them. The lock on the back door is really hard to turn. Oh, come on, I whispered. Just open. The lock finally clicked, and I opened the door really slowly so it wouldn't creak. I stepped out into the yard, and the chilly night air made me shiver. The cold, wet grass turned my bare feet to ice, but I kept walking toward the treehouse. I'm coming, Winger, I whispered. Don't be scared. I'll save you. I climbed the rungs of the ladder very slowly because it was hard to see in the dark. Just as I reached the top, I heard a little peep. I sighed a big sigh and ran over to pick the little bird up. It's okay. I'm here now. You don't need to be scared anymore, I whispered into his little head. You can come sleep with me tonight. I'll take you to my room where it's warm and cozy. I put Winger back in the box and closed the top so he couldn't fall out as I climbed back down the ladder. Climbing back down was a little tricky in the dark, holding both my flashlight and the box, but I managed to make it down without dropping Winger. That's good. I was walking back across the grass when all of a sudden I saw my dad running toward me with a baseball bat. He was yelling, "Who's out there? I'll call the police!" His dad thinks he's a bad person. I froze. At first I couldn't say anything. Then I started screaming, Dad, it's me, it's Freddy. Freddy? What are you doing out here in the middle of the night? I thought you were a robber. I stammered. I was just getting my baseball cards, I said, showing him the box. Robbie and I were trading cards out here today, and I left the box in the treehouse by accident. I didn't want them to be out here all night. Oh, well, you scared me half to death, my dad shouted. I don't ever want you to sneak around like that in the middle of the night. It's really unsafe. Okay, sure, Dad, I said, pretending to yawn. I'm just going to go back to bed. I didn't want to keep talking. My feet were freezing, and I was sure Winger was going to peep any minute. Come on, I'll tuck you back in. When we got upstairs, I put the box down on the floor next to my bed. Good night, Dad. Good night, he said, and started to walk out the room. Peep! He turned back. Did you just say something? Huh? I thought I heard you say something. Nope, I was just yawning, Dad, I said, taking another yawn. Well, good night. I waited for his footsteps to disappear down the hall, and I turned on my lamp and opened the top of the box. Sorry, are you all right? Peep, Winger answered. Would you like to come up here and sleep with me? Peep, peep. I picked up the box and put it right next to my pillow. Good night, Winger. Sleep tight. Peep. Maybe this is dangerous too. Okay, chapter 6. Shh, don't tell. Hey, Bird Brain, you're going to miss Commander Upchuck if you don't hurry. Hurry up, Susie called as she walked toward my bed. It was Saturday morning, and Susie and I usually watched cartoons until our mom and dad got up. Huh? I said, half asleep, yawning and rubbing my eyes. You're going to... Susie stopped. Now she was standing right next to the bed. What is that? She asked, pointing to my pillow. What? That. I rolled over to see where she was pointing. All of a sudden, my eyes snapped open. Oh my gosh, Winger! I had forgotten all about him, but it was too late. I couldn't hide him now. She had seen him. A baby bird, I whispered. You're in so much trouble. Just wait till Mum sees this. She is really going to freak out. You know how much she hates animals in the house. Please don't tell her, I begged. I'll do anything. Susie. Anything? Yeah, anything. Okay, I'll make you a deal. I will keep your little secret if you make my bed for a whole entire week. A week? You said anything. Now, do we have a deal or not? Deal, I said, as we locked pinkies. And I get your dessert at lunch every day for a week. What? You can't do that. We already pinkied it. Fine then. Deal's off. Oh, all right, deal, I said as we locked pinkies one more time. I reached down and lifted Winger out of the box. I found him yesterday. He fell out of his nest. His mom is gone, and I think his wing is broken. He needs me. He is sort of cute. Sorta is sort of. Okay. Peep. Do you want to hold him? I don't want to hurt him. It's okay, I said as I gently handed him to Susie. Peep. See, he likes you. Hey, little guy. Peep. He must be starving. I gave him some worms yesterday. Ew. Well, he loved them. This is them. Love them, the worms. How about something to drink, huh? He has to drink, you know. I don't have a bottle of milk. Baby birds don't drink milk. They're not mammals. They drink water. Oh. And they don't drink from bottles. Susie's helping. So how do they drink? They lick water off the mum's beak. I don't have a beak. Well, don't look at me. I'm not letting some bird lick my mouth. What should we do? You know, one time on this nature show, I saw a guy give a baby bird some water with a medicine dropper. Yeah? I'll go and check the medicine cabinet, Susie said. Susie ran out and came back with a medicine dropper and a cup of water. Okay, you hold him while I try to put the drops in his mouth. I held Winger in my hands and Susie squeezed the dropper. The first few drops fell into Winger's eye. Sorry, little guy, but you've got to open your mouth like this, I said as I opened my mouth real wide. Peep. Now you try it. When Susie squeezed the dropper again, he opened his mouth and swallowed the water. Now you got the hang of it. Now you're drinking well. Remember, you can't say anything about this to Mom and Dad, I said. As long as you keep up your end of the deal, I'll keep up mine. So she says keep up here means like do the deal, okay? So he has to make her bed for a week, and he'll give her his dessert at lunchtime for a week, okay? And so she'll keep up hers. She won't tell. You know, you're the best sister in the whole world. I know. Okay, so does Freddy get to keep the bird? Does Freddy take the bird to school? For show and tell. I don't know. Maybe some things are not going to be so good. Find out in the next video. Bye-bye.